over the weekend, Alvaro had been telling me that there's a restaurant that he usually goes to that has really good Mexican food. And so I said, you know what? We're out. I'm hungry. Let's go check out this spot. So I called him. And first of all, let me tell you how this conversation went, all right? I call. As soon as he picks up the fucking phone, his answer is, "What's up, fat ass?" It's like he knew. It's like he knew that I was about to ask him about something that had to do with food. Because as soon as he said that, I was like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "You have no idea. Like you don't even realize I called you because of food, and now you answer the phone calling me a fucking fat ass. Now I don't want to ask you about the food, but I do because I need to know." What's going on, guys?
Hey, bienvenidos
To another episode. Why am I posing like that? I was like sultry. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Am I trying?
You're not yourself today.
No, I'm not, guys. I apologize in advance because my nose has been very runny today, so I might do a lot of sniffling as we discuss our topics for the evening. So I do apologize, but at the end of the day, deal with it. I don't know what that was though. I was like posing like this. I was like, am I trying to be sultry? Am I trying to be sexy? Is that what that is? Like, I don't know what that is. Like the shoulder pop. Like,
are you been working out?
No, at all. Not at all. Actually, well, I lied. I haven't been working out, but so funny story, guys. For those of you guys who don't know, way back in the day, I used to be a quinceañera and wedding dance choreographer. And I retired. I want to say 6 years ago. That was right before. It was right before my daughter was born. It was a great time. I enjoyed what I did, but it just became too much to try and do with, being a dad and moving away from the area where I had the most clients. But my niece is having her quince.
Yeah.
And I
Tiempo de vals.
have to stop it. Absolutely not, bro. That song is the absolute
last week
worst,
we were talking
dude.
about that, and he goes,
I can't, dude.
and Vivian goes, no, she's not dancing that.
Absolutely not. And she isn't, which I'm glad. I'm very grateful.
Oh,
that
she already
picked
picked
that
the song?
Yeah, she already picked her song.
Oh, okay, good.
Which I'm going to have to talk to her about because the song choices that she has, I was disappointed. It almost seemed like she had no knowledge of Spanish music because the songs that she picked.
All dirty.
No.
Oh.
They're all the songs that you would hear at a, no offense, gringo party. Her merengue, what's the one merengue song that you'll hear at every gringo party?
Algo en tu cara me fascina. Algo en
Close.
tu cara.
Suavemente.
Suavemente.
Bésame,
que quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez. Suave.
So she picked that for her merengue song.
Uh-huh.
And then for her bachata song, she picked Obsesión by Aventura.
No es amor.
What the fuck? Why are we breaking
Why are
into
we
songs
singing,
today?
bro?
I mean, but yeah, those are the two
We're not
songs
going
that
to
she
American Got Talent, guys.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I promise you, we are very well aware that we cannot sing, and we were not going to try to do that.
We
And-
dance, we don't sing.
Right. We do dance together.
Yes.
Sometimes.
No.
But yeah, she's gonna have her quince. So now I'm gonna be choreographing her dance. So my wife and I, the night before.
Oh, you guys already making steps?
No. What I did was I told her, I was like, look, I haven't danced, really danced in so long that I just need to get back into the rhythm. So I told her, we're just gonna dance for 2 hours downstairs tonight. She was just like, okay. So we came downstairs.
That means we should go on a double date again, and we go dance.
Go out dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Well, I was telling Mimi the place that I was telling you about up there, the Puerto Rican spot.
Yeah.
They do Saturday nights.
Well, there you go.
So
So
we
we
gotta
probably
try.
gotta go for a date night again.
Curly, Saturday nights. Make sure your calendar is open. But yeah, we danced for 2 hours. But bro, when I tell you that I was rusty and I was
Bro,
I was cramping from my hip.
2 weeks ago we went to a wedding, right? So, and it snowed that night. It snowed bad. That didn't give a. Did it snow?
Mm-hmm.
We stood in the party because I haven't danced in a while.
Right.
So I was like, who cares? I didn't drink.
Uh-huh.
I only had 2 shots.
Yeah.
That was it. Because
I didn't drink, but I had 2 shots.
I mean, for me to drink is like, you know, more than fucking 6 shots.
Uh-huh.
So 2 shots is just like, whatever.
Yeah, an appetizer.
An appetizer. And since I was dancing, so lo quemé todo. So le dije a Kelly, tú puedes tomar, no hay problema. So ella tomó, yo bailé toda la noche. Mis pies al día siguiente me dolían. Y después yo,
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it, bro.
Yeah.
El cuerpo lo sabe que ya los años han progresado y ahora ya no se puede mantener igual que antes. I legit, like, after the first hour of me dancing, and we were dancing like bachata, merengue, my hip, dude, I was like, oh God, why is my hip in cramp? Like, I was like, I'm cramping. I literally told me, I was like, I'm cramping right now. She was just like, you better dance it. I was like, I'm trying, but I'm cramping. And I was like, damn, dude, it's been that long? Because I used to go for hours, dude. Hours. Parties and practices, bro.
Yes.
I used to go for hours. And now, 1 hour in, I'm like, hold on, I need water.
Yo te juro que fuimos a la boda, ¿verdad? Y como no eran niños, yo aproveché. Estábamos pagando babysitter, yo aproveché. Yo no había bailado en tiempos, ¿ok? Bailé toda la noche, creo que comenzó el baile. Después de la comida, comenzó el baile, yo comencé a bailar.
Hell yeah.
So ya como las 12, ya le dijimos, ok, vámonos. Ya. Bueno, a las 11.
That's what I'm saying.
Ya, porque veníamos de Jersey, so.
You got to make sure you have time to get back.
Y había nevado, so.
Right.
Yeah. But I had a great time. Shout out to Margarito and Janet.
Yeah, there
for
you go.
a great wedding.
Shout out. Good job, guys. Great wedding. Alvaro danced his ass off, apparently. He had a good time. Thanks for the invite, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't talked to Janet in so long because after I choreographed her sister's quince, I had that's when I had moved out of that area and I just lost contact with everybody. But congratulations to you guys. I'm very happy for you guys starting that new adventure of being married. And
ready.
Huh?
Get ready.
Hey, get ready. Next part is not as fun. Well, sometimes. Depends. If you got the right person.
Yes.
But in any case, hopefully you did your research before you got married. But let's get into some of these topics that we got. So
Yeah.
for those of you guys out there who don't know and don't follow us on other social media, today we posted on our Instagram story, or I should say Alvaro posted on the Instagram story.
You should say us.
Us.
Okay.
We.
It's our page.
It's we. It's
It's
us.
we. We posted.
Yes, we posted.
There's no me.
We.
Yeah.
So we posted on the social media on Instagram asking, what do you guys want to talk about tonight, right? Put it out there. See what topics you want to discuss. And we got some pretty interesting answers. So one of the questions, which is probably going to be something that I would have a different opinion than you, would be for somebody who is predominantly English speaking, when they speak in Spanish, do they think of the English word in their head and translate it, or do they think of the Spanish word immediately? So that was a question that I literally had to sit there and think like, I don't know. But then as I'm sitting here, right, and I'm thinking, cuando quiero hablar español y no sé la palabra que quiero decir, ¿qué es lo que empiezo a pensar?
Tú lo dices en Spanglish.
Lo digo en los dos idiomas. Yo lo digo en la idioma primera en que entiendo. So I would say it in English first if I know it in English. And then from there, I would try and figure out if it's a word that just gets conjugated. So like, for example, now I can't think of a word that's conjugated. Fucking so okay, shout out to one of the previous episodes, the word extract, right? Extract. So extract, I know in English is to remove, right? So in Spanish I would think, okay, extract, remove, sacar. And then is there a word that I've heard in Spanish that sounds similar to extract? And then that's where I would go to extraer eventually, right? And then that's the proper Spanish word for extract.
Yeah, it's the proper.
So that's how I would think it in my head when I'm thinking the word to say it in Spanish, but I don't know it immediately in Spanish. I would think of it in English, think of words that I know in Spanish that are the same as it. And if I don't know what the actual word is, I'll just use one of the synonyms and call it a day.
Yeah, like remover, puedes decir también.
Right.
Puedes decir remover, quitarlo. Lo más fácil.
Sacarlo.
So.
Right. So that's how my mind works with it when it comes to that. I'll think about the synonyms that I do know in Spanish, and then I'll try and figure out what the actual word is if I need to. If I don't, then I'll just use one of the synonyms and call it a day. But
I mean, when I'm having a full conversation with somebody that just speaks English, it just comes out. No lo pienso en español ni en inglés. So, de un solo. Depende con la persona que yo estoy hablando. Es como que mi cerebro tiene un puto switch.
Ese puto switch.
Que la hace para arriba en inglés, la hace para abajo en español. So, digamos, estoy hablando con alguien que solo habla español, lo guanaco, lo español se me sale. Pero si estoy hablando con un salvadoreño, lo más guanaco se me sale, señores.
And that's another thing that's another, kind of language thing that happens is when it comes to Spanish, guys, for those of you guys who don't know, there are different like dialects in Spanish. So when you're speaking Spanish, even if you're speaking with somebody from Central America, there are different dialects throughout Central America. Somebody who speaks Spanish in El Salvador has certain ways of saying things than somebody who lives in Guatemala, who lives in Mexico, who lives in Venezuela, who lives in Ecuador. All these different places talk a little differently. And then obviously words have different meanings based off of where you are too, which we talked about with the Bahia and all that stuff. So that's something that you also have to be conscious of when you're talking to somebody. Like for me, my sister, she had been dating a Dominican man for so long that now when she talks Spanish,
she talks Dominican too?
She sounds like a Dominican. Right. And I'm just like, bitch,
act right.
You are a guanaca. You are 100% Salvadorian. What are you doing? Shout out to my sister, by the way.
No, but that's the thing, bro. Yo, and I'll be like, I'm
Buenas
sorry.
noches con todos.
Yo, that's an Ecuadorian saying.
I know.
Buenas noches con todos.
Yeah.
I was like,
I've never heard that before until I went to a what was it? I think it was an Ecuadorian wedding. I want to say it was a wedding or a kid's birthday party. But that was one of the things that I heard, and I was just like, I don't understand why they say that. Buenas noches con todos. Like, I guess because they're with everybody, so it's not like just saying buenas noches to them. It's like, I want to enjoy the night with you guys. So I guess like looking at it and thinking about it, I can understand.
But yo, I cannot go to Ecuador and look at a dog and say, oh, qué bonito chucho. You know, for us, chucho, ¿qué es? Un perro, ¿no?
Mm-hmm.
Pero para un ecuatoriano, chucho.
No.
Si le digo yo a una mujer, oh, qué bonito su chucho.
Mm.
¿Me estás viendo las tetas?
That's fucking... I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
You have to like sometimes... That's your Spanish. Cuando hablas español con alguien tienes que tener mucho cuidado con las palabras que vas a decir. Es como que cuando nosotros decimos pajilla, right? En México, pajilla.
Hey, te voy a
me da una pajilla. Hey, ¿qué te pasa?
Tranquilo, hombre. Tranquilo. No, but that's obviously, you know, one of those things where when it comes to like different languages, English is one of those that you won't have that issue so much. Besides, like if you go to like Britain, London, those areas, they have a slightly different version of English. But for the most part, there aren't words that when you say it in English, it'll come off offensively or anything like that I know of. Unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know.
And I just learned like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago in England, if you say fuck off, it's like that's a normal living word for them. It's like, oh, fuck off. And they just talk to like just nothing. For us, fuck off.
Right. It's like, damn, what the fuck did I do to you, bro? Let chill.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, it's so different. You know? That's why
it's not just words though. Like the actions, the way that you react to things. I mean, cultures are just completely different. And even in the States, like from state to state, things are so much different when it comes to people's personalities and the way that they talk to each other. Like somebody in the South will start, you know, being really friendly, being really nice, being really kind, and then up here in New York, you bump into somebody like, "Where the fuck you going?" It's like, damn, dude.
Chillax. I'm from the Bronx.
I'm sorry. I was looking down at my phone for a second. I'm sorry. But it's just, you know, depending on where you go and depending how you are interacting with people, it could just be completely different. But okay, so when you speak English and it's just always English or always Spanish for you, like you flip the switch. So you didn't even think about the two words.
No. Es como te digo, que tengo un switch, creo yo, que, digamos, estoy hablando con alguien en español, Pum.
En español.
Español. Después veo a un americano, no le voy a comenzar a hablar en español.
Hey, órale. Sorry. What's up, Bart? What's up, buddy?
It's a switch, bro. Literally, it's a switch that I got.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm talking to somebody that just speaks English, my brain just talks English.
Yeah.
And then if I got somebody that speaks both, then I speak both.
Right. You just start just rambling it off. Like,
Yeah.
¿Qué importa?
Yeah.
Yo puedo hablar los dos idiomas. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
Fuck you.
Okay. So there you go. That one was from XD, I believe. XD was that one that had that question. So shout out XD. Appreciate you for that question. Now the next one that I wanted to discuss is going to be the food one. So we had was it Johnny?
Johnny Yupa, yeah.
Johnny Yupa. Shout out to Johnny. Thank you for the question. He wants to know how we feel about the authentic Spanish food versus the whitewashed Spanish food, which whitewashed is not meant to be a derogatory term, guys. What we mean is that they're not the authentic ingredients that you would normally use from the home country where that dish is made. So, for example, when you go to Taco Bell, Taco Bell is whitewashed Mexican food. I'm sorry.
Torrillo.
It's diarrhea. Diarrhea. That is not a genuine Mexican ingredient restaurant. No. They use processed and manufactured ingredients to make their costs as low as possible so they can all run on these fast food restaurants. Not that the quality is bad, because I obviously enjoy some Taco Bell every now and then.
Yeah,
and
here.
It's great to just, grab it quick and go. But when it comes to the authentic dishes, that's where the quality is going to be the key, because over the weekend, Alvaro had been telling me that there's a restaurant that he usually goes to that has really good Mexican food. And so I said, you know what? We're out. I'm hungry. Let's go check out this spot. So I called him. And first of all, let me tell you how this conversation went, all right? I call. As soon as he picks up the fucking phone, his answer is, "What's up, fat ass?" It's like he knew. It's like he knew that I was about to ask him about something that had to do with food. Because as soon as he said that, I was like, "You motherfucker!" I was like, "You have no idea. Like, you don't even realize I called you because of food, and now you answer the phone calling me a fucking fat ass. Now I don't want to ask you about the food, but I do because I need to know." Oh my god! So I was like, "All right, dude, I want to try out the restaurant that you were telling me that you go to all the time, and tell me what you order from there so that I can order the same thing and see how it is." So he tells me, guac, quesadilla, tacos, obviously, nachos. So we order all these, right? Mind you, I had no idea how much this cost because my wife did everything. She paid for it. But I go and I pick up the food. First of all, the guy's really nice, comes up to me, says, "Hey, here's everything. This is what this is what this is, and this is what this is." And I was like, "Thank you so much." And then go in the car, drive home. Get home, and I open up the food, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like, you can smell the authenticity coming out of these dishes. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
The nachos, phenomenal. Phenomenal. And we got it with just cheese and bean, guys. That's it. No jalapenos, no sour cream, no salsa, nothing. Just the cheese and the beans. So if I'm telling you,
why you didn't get all of them?
Because Mimi likes her nachos like
just like that. Okay,
plain.
All right.
Yeah, so she doesn't like anything spicy. She doesn't like it overdone. So when I tell you that even though these nachos were literally just cheese and bean, they were some of the best nachos that we've had up here. It was incredible. Like, I was like, dude, this cheese is great. They use the best kind of cheese because it doesn't get greasy. It doesn't like fall apart. It still has a nice thick texture. And then obviously the beans, they were great refried beans. They weren't the kind of beans that you would like when you taste it. You're just like, oh, that this has been sitting in a hot plate for fucking hours. Like, it was a fresh bean.
And the chips are freshly made.
Oh, they make them in house.
Yeah, they make them in there. And they make them every day, not like, they sit there for days.
Like a couple days, yeah.
No,
they go in and they just fry them and then they put them in the bags. That's awesome.
Really fucking
yeah.
good.
And so then when I asked Alvaro what I should order, he said that I should get the quesadilla because that's what he usually orders. And he said, listen, tell them not to put the regular cheese and to use quesillo. And so I was like, bet.
Yeah, I mean,
I said bet. That's exactly how I'm going to do it.
What?
Huh?
What you say?
I said this is exactly how I was gonna do it.
I mean, the guy who owns the restaurant, he's the one that put me on the quesillo, bro. He's like, oh, you should try them with quesillo. I was like, ni modo, vamos a probar con quesillo. Yo, cuando lo probé, el queso es muy diferente. Demasiado. Es auténtico, como puedes decir. Es como el queso que le ponen ellos a la otra comida. Porque hay mucha gente americana que va a comer a ese restaurante. So, usan el otro queso. Porque los americanos no van a ir a, oh, can I get quesillo? I mean, sí, algunos tal vez sí quieren probar algo más auténtico. Porque a veces hay americanos que sí comen comida auténtica. So,
o si quieren probarlo.
Yeah. So, it's really good.
It was, bro.
Yeah.
I was like blown away. When I took the first bite, I was like, oh God. Like the cheese just like came, I can't.
It's
like,
really
thinking about it right now is making my mouth water because I haven't even eaten dinner at this point. But
it's a great spot. You know, it's a nice spot for go. Even if you want to go on a date night.
Yeah.
It's a great spot for you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice and intimate
They
too.
got
It's
a
not
nice
like,
little bar.
right? And they don't have like 150 tables. They got like, I think maybe 12, 15 tables.
Something like
that. So
it's
it's a nice intimate little area that you can go in and you can eat at. And obviously the ambiance is great. And the food is amazing. Like I will say hands down, the amount of money that I paid was justified when I ate the food. And I ended up paying like $75, $76 for all of the food that we had. But again, 4 tacos, order nachos, guac and chips, and order a quesadilla with rice and beans. So overall, not crazy expensive, but it's
a decent
really
price.
Good. It was really good. But again, obviously, if you ordered all that from Taco Bell, you'd probably be paying maybe $40, $45. But then again, you're losing that quality. You're losing that genuine Mexican food. So that's my take on it, right? So I don't mind Taco Bell every now and then, but I really prefer the genuine Mexican food.
Another food, that I gotta say, you know, sometimes Mexican food, there will be like authentic Mexican food. And when you go in there, you're expecting the authentic. But, and all I see is, no offense, okay. All I see is like a lot of gringos in there. And when you order something, it's not the same. Like if I order, let's say enchiladas, I'm going to expect like to see a nice enchilada there. Y después veo todo americano. Lo rojo, la salsa roja es dulce. Yo digo o la salsa verde. Yo, ¿dónde está?
Right.
Pero no. That's when I'm like, okay, it's not authentic.
No, this isn't going to work for me.
I mean, it works. I'm not going to say it tastes good, but it's not as authentic.
Right. Yeah. So the thing, and that's the other thing, is that the expectation, right? So when you're going into like a Mexican restaurant, the expectation is that you're going to have like genuine Mexican food. And so when you go in there and you get hard shell tacos, that's another thing that doesn't really exist.
That doesn't
like
exist.
In actual like tacos, like when you order them at a Mexican restaurant, hard shell tacos are not actually a thing in Mexico, guys.
No. Just
so you know. That was a thing that was created here in the US. I don't know how it originated. I don't know what happened. I'm going to look into it now though, because now I'm curious. But anyways, it's not something that you would normally see on a menu. But when you go to a restaurant that has a very large American, white American, even Black American community that goes and buys food there, they have the offerings that they may be more accustomed to, that they may be more willing to try, right? Like, I don't think you can buy mole at any Taco Bell.
No.
I don't think that you can buy atol in any Taco Bell. So those are dishes that you can possibly find at a Mexican restaurant because they have the ingredients, they have the ability to make those dishes. But that's...
You reading this? Talking about Pusa Mike.
No, absolutely not.
I was there last week.
At Pusa Mike?
Yeah.
Really?
I was there last Thursday.
Wow.
Bro, we were in town. We were doing our taxes.
Yeah.
And it was already late. And I'm like, oh, man, we need to eat. And I'm like, yo, we're in town. We need to eat some pupusas because over here, we don't got nothing of that.
No.
And the only place that we were like nearby was Pupusa Mágica. Yeah, we were stopped by. Oh, my God. We look like fat asses there.
Yeah. See, I can't eat pupusa mágica. Like, I know that it's one of the only places that have okay pupusa in that area. But when I have my mom's pupusas compared to that, bro.
This homemade. That's the
I
thing.
know.
They're home.
I know, bro. But that's what kills me. Is like when I have my mom's pupusas, I can lift up the pupusa up, and it's like good. Like it's
Yeah.
nice and hard, right? Not like the flimsy pupusas that they give in the restaurants. Because she uses a good amount of meat, good amount of cheese, and enough masa so that it really makes it a tortilla.
How do you like pupusas? With a lot of masa or less masa?
I prefer a balance of both. I like a good amount of masa, but I don't want too much masa. Like if I eat the pupusa and I still have a lot of masa left over, I don't like that.
I don't like when the pupusas, and al final de lo redondo,
Uh-huh.
no me gusta que sea pura masa, bro. Cuando está así de grueso, de pura masa,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, no.
Right. Right.
No me gusta. Yo digo, mejor me como una tortilla. Es una tortilla. Esto no es pupusa, es una tortilla.
Right.
So, a mí me gusta con menos masa.
Right. You know what I do eat whenever I go down there, though? Whenever I get a chance? Pollo campero.
I haven't eaten pollo campero in a while.
Bro, I don't know what it is. Like, it isn't even like the authentic, genuine pollo campero, like in the fucking Central America, but it is still pretty damn good. Like, I love going in there. And then the horchata is pretty good, too. So I'll get the horchata, I'll get the pollo campero, so I'll get the pollo frito, I'll get the sweet plantains, and then, what else? The bread. I don't know what it is. The bread is just, well, it's a Hawaiian roll, so it's nothing special, but I just like it.
I like the bread, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The fries aren't bad either.
Un saludo a Oscar, que está viendo ahorita en el show.
Hey, yeah.
Él es el que dijo de la pupusa mágica.
Right.
Pero no, sí, me gusta el restaurante de la pupusa mágica, sí me gustan.
Ajá.
Algunas cosas que me gustan mucho. El pollo a la plancha que tienen ellos, bien rico. Es como que yo lo preparara.
So let me ask you this. If it's not for pupusas, right? If it's not for pupusas, if you were in that area, would you go to Pupusa Mágica for food, or would you go to Noches de Colombia for food?
Just for food?
For food.
Pupusa mágica.
Really? Okay.
Pupusa mágica.
Wow. I would go for pan de bono. I love the fucking pan de
es
bono.
pan de bono, pero like I'm saying food. Like yo voy a poner un plato así de comida.
Uh-huh.
Porque Kerly se ordenó la carne asada y yo me ordené el pollo a la plancha.
Uh-huh.
Las pupusas me las ordené, pero para llevar. Eso
It's going to be eaten at home.
So, ordené yo le dije a la mesera, me da tantas pupusas para llevar.
Uh-huh.
Y se me quedó viendo, like, damn, ¿tantas?
Uh-huh. It's
Whatever.
like, si te digo 20, me echas 20. Y no me quedas viendo.
Para eso tengo un freezer.
Like, yo, ¿te vas a comer 20 pupusas? No, me voy a comer 5, pero los demás me los voy a comer entre la semana. Anda a buscármelo.
No, ella se ordenó una carne asada y la carne asada fue como estilo salvadoreño.
Ajá.
Y yo le dije a ella, ordénate la carne, o sea, la asada delgada, no te vas a ordenar la gruesa.
Ajá.
Porque la gruesa yo te la doy.
¡Ay!
No, ella se ordenó la carne así como nosotros, la carne asada.
The skillet, the skirt steak.
So, se la ordenó, vino con chimol, vino con el arroz, vino con ensalada. Y yo, como que una cosa, carne auténticamente, que nosotros podemos decir una carne asada salvadoreña. Yo me ordené el pollo a la plancha, que es asado también, pero bien el sazonado con casamiento, que no sé si tú sabes qué es casamiento.
Nope, no idea.
Para los que no saben qué es el casamiento, en Costa Rica le dicen pinto, los puertorriqueños arroz con habichuela.
Oh!
¿El que mezclado?
Yeah. I thought that was arroz morro.
Arroz morro lo dicen los cubanos, también los dominicanos, creo que.
Yeah.
Pero bueno, en mi parte de Salvador, o sea, nosotros lo conocemos como casamiento. No sé dónde, tal vez lo conocen, pero tú no sabes.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, maybe your mom will know.
Right, probably.
Yeah, so casamiento. Yo me ordené con casamiento. Y papas.
¿Yuca?
Papa frita. No yuca.
¿No yuca?
No yuca. So, yo le di la mitad de mis papas a Kerly y ella me dio la mitad de la ensalada a mí. So, y le di también un pedazo de pollo y ella me dio un pedazo de carne. Hay que ahorrar.
This is why you get married, guys, so that you can split two plates when you don't know what you want to eat. You tell the other person, order this, I'll order this, so that way we can split it and then we get both, instead of having to pay 2 plates, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's I haven't ever eaten anything in Pupusa Mágica besides the pupusas. And I've only ever gone there twice. I haven't gone more than that. But my cousin worked there for a long time back in the day, like way back.
Yeah.
But she was a waitress. She wasn't a cook because she makes pupusas just like my mom does. So when I went there and she worked there, I was just like, oh, I'm about to get the fucking homemade shit. Hell fucking yeah. And then I go and I see her walking around fucking serving drinks and shit. I'm just like, why aren't you cooking? I didn't mean it in a bad way. Okay? I didn't mean it like you're a woman, be in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
You wanted the good pupusas.
right. I know that she can cook pupusas, so I would assume that she'd be in the back in pupusa mágica. But she was serving. So then I was just like, all right, I guess this is just going to be what it is. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to order pupusas again. Maybe now that she's here, she might have went back there and said, what the fuck is this shit that you guys are serving people? Do it this way. So then I ordered the pupusas. And
But the thing is, you know, if when you say prefer Noches de Colombia or pupusa mágica, I mean, if you go to Noches de Colombia, it's not really authentic Colombian food.
no, it
No.
is. It's a franchise. Yeah, absolutely.
But pan de bona, I'll take it. Yeah.
Hell
it's
yeah,
fucking
bro.
Good.
That's like the number one thing that I get from there.
Y las empanadas.
Yeah, empanadas.
Las
are good.
empanadas, yo pues,
Uh-huh.
soy un goloso con las fucking empanadas, bro.
Well, that's the thing, bro. It's like whenever something is like almost like you can hold it in your hand,
It's
it's like
how you
I'm
know
just
it's
gonna
fucking
I'm
good.
just gonna fucking keep going.
Yeah.
It's almost like fucking popcorn chicken. Like I just get handful, just eat it,
Yeah.
and it's almost expected. Like you can't have like in an order. There's never gonna be on a menu one empanada. There's not. There's gonna be an order of like 3 or 4, and then you can choose which ones you want. But there's not gonna be just one empanada. You can ask for one. But on the menu, it won't say just one empanada. Just like when you order pupusas. It's like they're not going to have just one pupusa. It's like you can have an order, a plate, and they're going to give you 2 or 3 pupusas. And then they're usually telling you, like, oh, you can get revuelta, loroco, chicharrón, or whatchamacallit?
Frijoles con queso.
Yeah, frijoles con quesos. Yeah. See, I usually always get revuelta. I like it with the frijol, the queso.
I like everything.
Queso, everything except the loroco. Loroco, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of.
Oh my god.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Don't be mad at me. I'm not actually El Salvadorian. I'm sorry. But I mean, when it comes to like comparing the two, I'm spoiled because of the homemade. I can't have it any other way. Same thing with Mimi. She can't have it at the restaurants. She wasn't even try it. Yeah, she doesn't even try them because she's just like she knows she's gonna be disappointed. She was like, if I order them here, I'm gonna be upset that I ordered them because they're not gonna be your mom.
There's a spot in Japan that I gotta try, bro.
Yeah, I tried it. I know which one you're talking about because when I was doing the quinces, there was a girl who lived in Japan, and the restaurant that had them was right down the street from her house. So I went there, and they were good.
Wow.
Yeah, they were good. They
gotta
weren't
try
mom's good, but they were good.
Oh.
So I definitely recommend it. And they have it inside like a
me
little...
and Curly, we should. I mean, when we want pupusas, like the good pupusas, we used to go to West New York, bro.
West New York?
Yeah, in Jersey.
Wow.
Yo, that's deep.
Yeah.
From here is deep. Even when we were in Rockland,
Yeah.
it's still deep,
That's crazy.
bro. But they had like pupusas, like, yo, like as soon as I take the first bite, me lleva al Salvador.
Really?
Me lleva al Salvador.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
That's it. Mm-hmm.
porque tienen hasta de arroz.
Yeah?
Masa de arroz.
Okay.
Yo, oh my God, son las mejores pupusas que yo he probado.
Wow.
No de las casas,
Right.
porque de las casas son mejor.
Yeah, of course.
Pero si como en un restaurante y como pupusas así, es igual.
Yeah.
Igual.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried it. You gotta make that restaurant. I gotta try it one day.
Yeah, we gotta go.
But yeah, so that's just, the reality of it is when it comes to comparing the two different places, guys, when you're looking for authentic food, you're going to look for an authentic restaurant. When you want fast food, you're going to go to a fast food restaurant. It's the same thing with like American cuisine. Like if you go and get fried chicken, if you go to KFC, if you go to Popeyes, they have their own recipes for fried chicken. But if you go to a restaurant that has, comfort food, they'll have fried chicken, but they'll use different herbs, different spices. The temperature, the crispiness of the chicken is going to be different. It's going to be a higher quality. So same thing applies with Spanish food. If you go to the right place, they'll have the right ingredients and they'll have a completely genuine, authentic taste. So,
It's
shout
like,
out.
no,
Go ahead. I was going to say,
like-
shout out Yupa.
Yupa?
Yeah, Johnny, right?
Johnny Yupa.
Johnny Yupa.
Shout out to him that he brought this out. Like 2 weeks ago, actually, too. No, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago. Something like that. We went to a restaurant. They say they have Ecuadorian food. Bro, not what I thought.
No?
No. I order encebollado. They call it encebollado. It's like a soup, a fish soup.
Okay.
So I order it, in my mind, I'm like, damn, I'm going to have good food right now.
No.
No, it wasn't like I expected. I think I'll give them a 6.
Okay.
out of
So it
10.
wasn't terrible, but it's just not what your
It
expectation
wasn't the
was.
flavor. The flavor that didn't. Venía bastante.
Yeah.
Venía bastante pescado, bastante yuca,
Yeah.
whatever they put else.
Mm-hmm.
Pero el sabor no
estaba-
era.
Damn. That's crazy. It's probably not enough bacalao. I don't know why I like saying that word.
Porque hasta Kelly se ordenó un ceviche y ella es ecuatoriana.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Se ordenó el ceviche y no tampoco.
No?
No. Ella dice, 5.
Speaking of ceviche, bro, when are you bringing me some? When am I trying your ceviche? You got to bring it. Yo, everybody in the chat right now, say, bring Cito ceviche right now. Let him know because he has been holding out on me because he has apparently one of the best ceviches that you can have homemade. And he hasn't brought me any yet.
And every time people try it, bro, everybody's like, oh, man, it's so good. Oh, my God.
It's like episode 10. Episode 10, and I still haven't tried your ceviche, bro. That's fucked up.
Summertime is coming, so don't worry.
Right. We're going to have that.
We're going to do
ceviche.
carne asada, estilo salvadoreño. We're going to have ceviche.
That's right. Your wife.
Bring ceviche.
Yes, Curly. That's right. But what was I going to say? I don't remember. But anyways, let's go on to the next topic because the next one is going to be the one that I really want to talk about because I have no like real take on this. But Alvaro gave me a couple of them today, for example, and I could not believe what I was hearing. So shout out to Elder for this topic because this one was fucking great. I thought it was just going to be like, there's one song that I know and that's it. But then Alvaro started singing some and I was like, oh my God, I need this on the podcast. So Elder said, songs that are in English that Spanish people sing incorrectly. All right. I'll say mine because that's the only one that I know. And then I'll let Alvaro take over because his are fucking mint. So this is going to a skit that was on a radio show. All right. There was a guy who called in and he goes, hey, I want you to play this American song that's really popular. Mind you, this is all in Spanish, right? He goes, es la canción que va. And the guy goes, cántamela, ¿cómo va? And the guy goes, esos son Reeboks o son Nikes? And then the DJ who's getting the call, he's just like, esos son Reeboks o son Nikes?
¿Será esta?
Yeah, he goes, ¿será esta? And then he goes and he's playing. And you know what song it was, guys? You ready? You ready for this? Is this the rhythm of the night? The night. Oh, yeah.
Son Reeboks o son Nike? Esos son Reeboks o son Nike?
And the guy on the phone goes, yeah, sí, esa misma es. And then the guy goes, bro, that ain't the fucking Reeboks, they're nice. He's like, I mean, whatever works. It worked. He understood and he played the song, but it was Rhythm of the Night, guys. That was the actual lyrics. Rhythm of the Night. But the guy asked for Reeboks or son Nikes, like the brand of shoes. All right. And I was like, okay, this is the greatest thing ever. But then when I thought that was the greatest thing ever, Alvaro hits me with these. And I was like, fuck, absolutely not. Never heard of this. Please sing these songs the right way. So I'll let Alvaro tell you which ones he knows. And then I'll tell you the English words that go along with it.
Okay, una de las que yo me sé, que es huevos con aceite. Huevos con aceite. Huevos con aceite.
So, obviously, guys, if you understand the rhythm, you'll know what song that is.
Which is that one?
Please tell me you guys know that song. All right? If you don't, I'm about to sing it for you, but I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give you a minute to guess. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Huevos con aceite. Bro. I just can't. I can picture a cousin of mine just sitting there jamming out while the fucking song is playing on the radio, and I just hear huevos con aceite. No, huevos con aceite. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you saying?
Huevos con aceite.
No, that's not the words. Oh my god. But then the next one though. The next one. Fucking Alvaro.
No voy a lavar. No voy a lavar.
All right. 3 seconds. 3 seconds again in the chat for you guys to guess what it is. All right. So here you go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Here we go. You're the one that I want. You're the one that I want. Oh my God. No voy a lavar is crazy.
Oh, God.
So in English, it's you're the one that I want, which translated to Spanish is tú eres la que quiero or tú eres el que quiero. He's saying in Spanish, I don't want to wash.
No voy a lavar.
Yeah, or I'm not going to wash. So completely different lyrics, but it sounds the closest to the actual lyrics, right? So it's like, you're the one that I want. No lo voy a lavar. It's just like, it's not the right word. It's not, but it works. It works, so we just embrace it. We accept it. I didn't know that this was going to be so good. There's another one that I can't remember. I was trying to think of it the whole time, but there was another one that I had heard that somebody had sang in Spanish, and I was just like, what are you singing? And then they kept on going, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what you're singing. Then they played the song, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's like, there's no way that you fucking, and then I'm listening to them just like, okay, I can understand where you got that. But I can't remember the fucking song now.
I got the other one, though.
Yeah, let's hit it with the last one.
Agua en el hoyo. It feels so good. Agua en el hoyo.
Oh my God. Okay. Again, guys, 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. English version. I want to love you and treat you right. I want to love you. And in Spanish, the words that he's saying is water in the hole. Agua en el hoyo is water in the hole. All right? I want you guys to understand. It's what sounds the most like the words, but it has nothing to do with the actual lyrics. This is just fucking great. So, okay, just to recap. All right, we got Reeboks or son Nikes. We got
Huevos con aceite.
Huevos con aceite. We've got the oh my God, what was the third one that we did?
Oh,
damn, short-term memory, bro.
Damn it. What the fuck? How the fuck we forgot?
All right, hold on. So we had
no voy a lavar.
no lo voy a lavar. Yeah, okay, no lo voy a lavar. And then we got agua en el hoyo.
Agua en el hoyo.
Agua en el hoyo. So obviously, guys, when it comes to singing words or singing songs in other languages, there's a barrier when you don't know the words, and you just try to pass that barrier by putting in whatever the fuck you know, in whatever language you speak or know. When it comes to other languages that I have listened to songs of, there's like reggae music, you have patois, and then I have French music that I listen to as well, that I try my damnedest to try to sing well, but I know that I'm fucking it up. So I'm going to sing one part of a song that I really, really got hooked onto. His name is Taiko. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyways, French, okay? So I need anybody who speaks French out there to throw in the comments how bad I'm fucking these lyrics up, okay? Because I know I'm about to butcher this shit, but the song is so catchy, all right? So it goes like this. It goes, oh, le vent a bien tourné, Lucami comme ma fond, que lui bâti yo sonnier. Okay, so anyways, I know that one word is wind and one word is dream. So that's all that I fucking know.
This is how we know we grew up in Spring Valley.
Right? Because there's so many different songs and cultures that clash in Spring
Yes.
Valley that you just hear all kinds of shit. And then they have, oh my God.
I mean, every time that we got invited, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we have been to parties like the Haitian people.
Yeah?
And we danced at compa.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. Compa music is just like merengue, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like merengue.
Cumbia merengue.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like that.
Uh-huh.
But it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's the cultures that we mix, bro. That we, I mean, us too, we were so lucky to be like with different cultures.
Right.
We were like, we were always mixing with different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. I mean,
Right, and not everybody gets that ability because for whatever reason, and I don't know why, some places when it comes to like cultures, they try to stick to themselves, and it becomes like almost territorial.
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't mess with him. He's Hispanic. Don't mess with him because he's white. Don't mess with him because he's Haitian. In Spring Valley, it was like, yo, we're cool. Doesn't matter. Like, oh, you want to listen to that? Let's play it. You want to do this? Let's do it. You want to eat that? Let's fucking try it.
Yo, Haitian food. Oh my god, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, authentic Haitian food.
Right. And then I had, when I was growing up, I had a babysitter who was Indian. And she would, like genuine Indian babysitter, she would take the food with her hand and shove it in my mouth. And it was phenomenal. Not the experience, the food. Not her shoving it in my mouth part. But the food that she was shoving in my mouth was really good. But again, clash of cultures, right? So things like that you don't think about when you're out and about your day, that there are people who actually have so many differences in their culture that, you know, could be almost associated with something else in your culture.
Yeah.
I don't think that my mom ever fed me by hand, but she did feed me a tortilla. Like, she would give me the tortilla, she would scoop it, and then she would hand it to me, and I would eat the tortilla with the food in the middle, like the frijoles and queso. But in the Indian culture, the lady would just grab it in her hands and she would just put it right in my mouth, and I was just like,
because that's how they eat over there. They grab it like the little tortilla they have,
the
and
naan
they just
and all that.
and eat like that. Like for us, I mean, en Salvador yo también comía la tortilla así. Si no había tenedor o algo, you know,
Igual.
con la tortilla lo agarraba, pero o con el pan.
Right.
So, pero ellos comen así. So, y como nosotros, ¿cómo puta vas a comer una pupusa con tenedor?
Yeah, no, absolutely fucking not, bro. If I ever, true story.
A la Kerly yo le hice aprender a la fuerza. Right. Ella agarraba el tenedor y yo le dije, ¿qué estás haciendo? Voy a comer pupusa. Quítese de ahí. Si no se come la pupusa.
Bro.
Es una falta de respeto si come con tenedor.
Right. Think of it like this, guys. If you go to a place and they serve you a pupusa, and if they give you a fork and a knife with it, run. That means that pupusa is not prepared by a real, authentic Salvadorian woman in the back. All right?
Baja los tacos. ¿Te van a dar un puto tenedor?
Right.
No!
Right. So, and then a burger. Like, are you going to eat a burger with a fork and knife?
Exacto.
No.
Una pizza.
Right. Well, some people will eat a pizza.
Yeah. if you want to like...
Right, if you want to be dainty about it. But a burger, you can't eat a burger with a fork and knife. So that's the same thing with a pupusa. You cannot eat a pupusa with a fork and knife. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It's just like another thing's like a chicken wing. You're not going to take a fork and knife to a chicken wing, right? It just doesn't make sense. So that's how it is with a pupusa. A pupusa is not a fucking pancake, guys. You need to understand this, all right? Save yourself that embarrassment. Because if you go into a restaurant and they give you the pupusa and then you ask for a fork and knife, if I was there, I'd look at you and be like, get the fuck out. Like, what is wrong with you?
Bro, I grab pupusa, cut the curtido and the salsa. That's it. I see somebody grabbing a knife, going that with the knife, with the fork, going like this, eating with the fork. I shove that fucking in. Fucking kill you.
Fuck is wrong with you? It's like, oh, you get me mad. No.
Hell no. You don't eat like that.
As for, oh my God.
How
Okay.
the fuck how do you? Come on.
All right. So
How the hell you learn how to dance pasito duranguense?
God. All right. So
Somebody asked, Ramon
guys,
asked me.
yeah, so funny story. When I was doing the choreography, right, there was a Mexican family who had asked if I could teach Duranguense to the court. And I had seen it danced, but I never danced it myself. So I told them, I was honest. I was like, I've seen the dance, but I haven't learned enough of it to be able to say that I can do it and then to teach it. So one of the guys that were there, he was just like, I can teach you, don't worry. So I was just like, okay. So he says, this is what you got to do. You have a quarter, put it under your arm. You have another quarter, put it under the other arm. And then you're going to clench another quarter in between your butt cheeks, and then you're just going to go like this. And so I was just like, that's it. And so my fucking dumbass.
You actually got the fucking quarters?
No, I didn't even get quarters. I made imaginary quarters. I just put here. I went like this, and I was just like. clenching my ass cheeks, just pretending to just go back and forth. And then I was just like, is this really how it goes? And he was just like, yeah, that's really how it goes. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I'm doing it. He's like, yeah, you're doing it. I was like, cool. I learned Duranguense. But yo, it was the funniest thing. And that Ramon knows because he was there. He went with me because that's when he was still like me, him, and Ryan were still living together. So when I started doing it in Jersey, he would tag along with me whenever I had some. So he was there when the guy showed me, and Ramon was just sitting there laughing his fucking ass off. And I was like, "You're Mexican. You should have taught me this how long ago? Like, what the fuck do you mean?" But I don't even think he knew how, like they taught it, or if that was even the way that they taught it. But he never even took the time to show me, the way that Duranguense was danced. So
Who, Ramon?
Yeah, Ramon.
Ramon is another Dominican wannabe.
Bro, but honestly though, Ramon and me, bro, we used to break it down. Like it would be the point where if we go to a party, whenever I had a choreography and we would go to one of the parties and nobody was on the dance floor, I'd take fucking Ramon out. I'd be like, come on, bro, we're gonna go dance. We would dance bachata, we would dance merengue, we would dance salsa, cumbia, bro. We would tear it up, and people would just be watching us like,
the fuck? Some maricón.
But we used to kill it, bro. And then everybody would start jumping into the dance floor and dancing with us, bro. I was like, yo, we could start an entertainment business from just us fucking around, because we would just fucking like we would start everything up.
Have you ever thought of that?
I did.
Me too.
I started a business. But mine was like a party coordinating and choreography business.
Yo digo, de tantas pendejadas que uno hace, la gente se ríe. ¿Por qué putas no cobramos?
Right? That's what I'm saying. De ahora en adelante, cuando quieren ver en episodios de Guanabas, van a ser
que pagar
$3 cada episodio. Ok, gracias.
No es OnlyFans. No nos vayan a pedir, quítense la ropa, porque no nos vamos a quitar la ropa.
Right. Va a ser OnlyPants, ok?
OnlyPansas.
OnlyPansas. Oh my God. But yeah, though, oh man, thinking back to those days, dude. And then now that I'm going to be doing the choreography for my niece's quince.
I hope I get invited.
Katie. But yeah, it's going to be, like a throwback, like going in there. I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to go, I'm going to talk to the kids, and then I'm going to just start playing music. Because what I usually do when it comes to like the beginning of it, I want to see how much they know. I want to see how well they can dance, the different styles. And then I can see how much work I need to do. And I swear to God, Alvaro, I swear to God, in every fucking court, there was always either one boy or one girl.
Que no puede.
Que no puede para fucking nada, bro. Yeah. And it's like, oh, shit. All right, I'm going to have to take some extra time with this one.
People in the chat, if it gets cut off, it's because
the 1 hour mark.
Instagram, yeah. They always give an hour. So, yeah. So, but anyways, I hope you do get all of them that knows how to fucking dance.
Bro, I hope so too, because when I have everybody that can dance, bro, it makes the choreography so much easier.
It's smoother too.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
And you make them look good.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, yo he ido a unos 15 y que son unos troncos que yo pongo un cono y el cono baila mejor.
Bro, I used to have, like, there was a, I know that fucking Ramon will remember. There was this one kid who was tall and skinny, Mexican kid, and he was a stick, bro. Well, fucking
te digo
stick,
que hay unos que a veces, te digo, pongo un cono, el cono baila mejor.
Tieso as fuck. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to work with this?
Yo, para mí es una falta de respeto que seas latino y no sepas bailar.
Bro, pero lo que yo hacía con los muchachos que nos bailaban, lo tiraba atrás.
Yeah.
I would put him in the back row, bro. I'd be like, all right, formation change.
¿sabes?
You stay right here.
No, ¿sabes el mejor lugar para que no se vea tan mal? En medio. Porque está cubierto.
Por el medio.
Está cubierto alrededor. Si haces un cuadrado, pones acá los que bailan bien, que baila mal. Pones en medio el que baila mal.
No, la quinceañera tiene que ver en el medio, vos.
No, la quinceañera lo pones enfrente.
No.
Ella la tienen que ver.
No. But honestly, that's where we would throw him in the back, like in the back corner or in the back in the middle. So that way it's like,
o de no salga la cámara.
Exactly. Exactly right. Where the camera's pointed, all right, you're going to be right here. It's like, no, you're coming in too close. Go back to the side. Yeah, you're good right there. Okay.
Bro, seriously, at what age you start dancing?
7.
Me too.
7.
About that. Yeah.
7 years old, I started dancing. And it was with my mom and my dad in the family house. We were just like do dances.
Do you teach your kid to dance?
I'm trying to.
I mean, cada vez que hay party en la casa o algo, nosotros ponemos, bueno, siempre ponen música ecuatoriana más que todo.
Mm-hmm.
Yo le enseño a bailar a mi hijo ecuatoriano, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Beanie, he's the one that actually dancing more.
Yeah?
Yeah, not Bella too much.
Yeah. See, my daughter is taking dance classes. So she's like learning the different dance styles, but she's doing like ballet, hip hop, things like that. So they don't have any like Latin dances. So whenever I'm here in the house and I have music playing, I'll try and grab her and try to teach her a little bit. My son, he just no interest. He'll just be on his iPad or he'll just eat his food. He'll just chill.
I don't know. What Beanie, he hears music, bro. It's like
second nature. It just kicks in.
I'm like,
it's like, yeah, you gonna pull all the ladies.
Honestly, yo, I feel like, my dad did a good homework with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to do a good homework with him.
Right. There you go. There you
Porque,
go.
mi papá baila de todo.
Word.
Baila de todo. Salsa, merengue, cumbia, bachata, lo que le pongas.
Mm-hmm.
So even breakdance.
Word. Same.
I'm like,
not my dad.
Damn.
My dad can't do shit.
no, my dad, I was like, damn, Dad.
Mm-hmm. Like,
what you do when you were my age?
Damn, were you in dance battles?
No, when he was like 20s. I was like, not with my age because
Because we're like fucking 40.
I was already a grown kid.
Right.
His age. So, yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy. But that's gonna.
Ojalá te toquen unos niños que sepan bailar porque
Yeah, bro. It's next Tuesday is the first
y que
practice.
y que en verdad escuchen porque hay algunos que se enojan y
Hay unos que se enojan y unos que lloran. Hopefully, I don't get either of those either. But I'm excited. I'm excited to try it again, to do it again, for the first
when
time.
is the party?
in
In April, right? Or May?
May.
May.
Yeah. So we have March and April to practice, and then
Oh, you're gonna start in March?
Yeah. So next Tuesday is our first practice.
Where at?
In I think my mom's house.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna practice at my mom's house. Tuesdays.
So we're not recording Tuesday?
No, we are. It's because I'm gonna be down there from 5 to 7, and then you always get here at like 8. But anyways, guys, thank y'all so much for all of the suggestions for topics today. This was a fun episode. I really enjoyed it, and we're gonna probably post regularly for you guys to give us different topic ideas. But if you guys just want to throw comments on one of the videos, that's fine too. We have our videos up on YouTube, Spotify, and on Apple Podcasts. So if you guys go in there, you can throw a comment in there like, oh my God, you guys should talk about blah, blah, blah. Just throw a comment in there. But if you guys are following us on Instagram, I am also going to be creating a TikTok soon. Now that TikTok is not banned, and hopefully they do sell it so that they stay unbanned. You guys can obviously comment on those stories as well. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to today's episode. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you guys do us a favor. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the notification icon so that way you guys know when we post new episodes and also when we post new short clips or reels or whatever you want to call them, or TikToks, the short content stuff or whatever. But I'll let Alvaro outro out for my Hispanos.
Hispanos. Mis hermanos. Nada, muchas gracias por siempre conectarse con nosotros. La gente que está en el chat ahí comunicando siempre con nosotros. A todos aquellos que nos dieron el día de hoy cosas de hablar para hoy. Fueron muy buenos topics. ¿Cómo se dice topics?
Topics en español?
Sí. Puta, ese me olvidó.
Damn, I don't know.
Tópicos. No, sugerencias. Para hablar.
Suggestions.
Sí, suggestions. Para hablar el día de hoy. Fue un buen episodio, creo yo. Sí.
I agree.
Tuvimos mucho fan. Mucho fan.
Muy divertido.
Y no se olviden darnos follows a todas las páginas que tenemos. En Instagram, más que todos, posteamos los videos cortos. Y en YouTube, Spotify y Apple
Podcast. Castepod.
Pero sí, es un honor siempre estar aquí para ustedes y divertirnos con ustedes. Y próximamente, como dijo Vivi, vamos a tener TikTok para hacer más contenido ahí y hacer más pendejadas.
Yes, exactly. But for now, guys, later.